Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Modern Woman Profession. Today we got a nice video. So let's see what it say. Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Modern Woman Profession. As you now talk about modern woman. Yesterday we talked about why she want to do God that's of God fearing men, and today I'm gonna tell people why women is being 3 or 4, why they don't held accountable. The reason why is simple, because women doesn't go to church anymore and then they don't pray. As you can tell, there's a higher being in society, the creator, and some people call it different name, but this is the thing, that this is the being that's check everything on check, put everyone on check, and then put everything in under his control. So basically and women now those days, since they don't raise in church and don't go to church, so basically they don't pray, so they don't feel they can ask for forgiveness or they can say sorry, because they don't feel like they doing nothing wrong, since their conscience they never felt the counter or the being that's gonna put everything in balance. That's why they call themselves goddess. That's why they call themselves 10 out of 10, because at the end of the day they don't feel the wrath of when they do something wrong, or basically something is they say something is not according to what true, so they feel consequences of that. So basically that's why women now they become so entitled, and then they don't say sorry, they don't say feel apologetic, and then they always say macho. So that's the way that the devil empowered them, fill them up with the idea that they are without flaw, they are 10, they are without sin, and they are flawless. That's what they call themselves, goddess. But at the end of the day, this is what happened at the day. There's called consequences in life, and if you try to disrupt order and structure, so now what's gonna happen, there's a greater being that's gonna put a stop on it. That's why you see in the phase right now you see men that approach women, because since women they pride themselves in the goddess, and God, men already know that there's a higher being, which is God. You're not God, and then on top of that there's nothing that I need from you that beside kids, and that kid is only God knows what. So basically men are seeking for greater and higher purpose in life, which is not woman, because they say they are goddess, and in the world, in the globe, there cannot be two gods. There's only one God in the higher being. And then that's why God in this way, that's what she says, since women become idolized and between themselves, so God say push the men away. So those men now they're seeking for another being, another they're looking for, actually men are looking for a creator, they're looking for God. So that's why they say men go their own way. That's when they're looking for a greater purpose in life, which is God. So but since not everyone is Christian, they feel like it is entitled thing. For example, they go to gym, they go to yoga, they go to moon. So this is higher, but the thing is they're looking for a higher being, which is a creator himself, which is God. And that's where woman is a lack for, because that's why when you go to church, when you find every type of woman, they dress up protesters, you see their slavery, you see their boobs, because they don't look for God, they don't even know God. Most of them don't pray, don't fast, don't even read their Bible, and then all they gotta do is say amen, go to church, they agree with the church, and that's, they cannot even read the verse, they cannot even know recital 3 to 5 verses, and all they do is drink, party, have fun, and after that ready to die. When they die, they're gonna be rest in peace. They believe a priest is gonna pray for them so they can go to heaven, and then they're not gonna be held accountable for anything. They go to they're like, oh God, I did this, somebody pray for me, now I'm entitled to heaven because such and such. But at the end of the day, they know it's damn well it's not true, because they have conscience. When they do something wrong, they know they have to go to Catholic church to ask for forgiveness. But for themselves, they need to pray and then seek for God. That's why back in the day, women has conscience back in the day, because they believe in being, they believe God. If they do something wrong, one day go into hell. And women back in the day fear to go to hell. This generation, they don't preach about hell. They don't even have the idea about hell. All the time they say, the only time they say people go to hell if you tell them something when they're mad or they're very aggravated and something, somebody push them or somebody curse them. But they believe in witchcraft, they believe in manifestation, but they don't believe in God. They don't pray, they don't fast. That's why they're looking for a God-fearing man with them. That man is gonna be prayed for them. We're gonna cast our devil for them. We're gonna make them and their feminine energy, which is about all that man all about is pray and then take all the demon out. And that's why they're looking for God-fearing man. And as a man, you need to seek for God. And I tell people that the reason why men is not going to church is not because men doesn't want to go to church. It's because women use the name of the Lord in vain. And what's God do? God push those men away because they feel like you cannot come to my word, to my house, and then proclaim yourself you're the God of my house. This is not gonna happen. So that's why the reason why it's gonna keep filling. A lot of women gonna keep coming to church, and more men gonna push away from the church, because what happens is women in the church, they're not really looking for God. They're looking for someone to worship them inside the church. And men come to church to seek for God, to seek for peace and the presence of the Lord. And women come to church to seek for the worship of a man. And this is idolatry, and God is not gonna tolerate that. And God push men away from it. So that's why they become chaotic. That's why we see them all when they go to church, they dress up properly, they dress up properly, because they know they're looking for that worship. And since men are not there, so they cannot find that worship, they cannot find that praise. So basically they become mentally unstable, and so on and so forth. And then if you like my video, thumbs up, subscribe, next this one.
What is your profession?